Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I know this is a little bit different than what I usually do, but today we're going to be reviewing Final Fantasy 16. Before I start, I just want to address the reason I'm doing this. So as most of you know, I do voiceovers, but I also love games and movies. And before I did voiceovers and gained the following I have today, I actually did game reviews, movie reviews, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm trying to get back into it. I know none of you guys really give a shit, but I just wanted to address that. Anyway, let's get on with the review. So first, let me start off by saying that I am not really a Final Fantasy fan. I always wondered why there were 16 of these games, and I played one or two of them in the past and didn't really enjoy them all too much. And I was always thinking, how can there be 16 of these? They suck. But holy shit, I was extremely wrong. Because this game is an absolute masterpiece. From the combat, to the story, to the characters, it's just all 10 out of 10 for me. It doesn't change how I felt about the past games, but this game is amazing. There's no denying it. It's absolutely amazing. And as usual, I'm obviously a little bit limited on what I can show as it relates to story, because I don't want to ruin anyone's experience with the game. I also want to say sorry to Xbox players or PC players, because you guys won't be able to play this game for at least another year, if ever, to be honest. Because as of right now, you guys know this, it's a PS5 exclusive. I don't know if that's going to change, but to be honest, it probably won't. But let's talk about the main character, Clive. Clive as a character is just absolutely amazing. Just in the first half of the story, he has so much character development. Throughout the story, he goes through so much adversity, just constantly going against the odds, and he's never afraid of what those odds might lead to. And that's definitely something I love about Clive, is he doesn't care about what's against him, he cares about what's with him, and the people who have been with him throughout his whole journey. And despite how desperately he wishes to reach his goals, he always puts others before himself. And along with Clive also comes all of his awesome abilities. Because basically Clive possesses the power of the Phoenix, which gives him tons of unique abilities that usually just involve fire. And as you play through the game, you unlock different skills and different types of magic, which are usually different elements like lightning, whatever this green shit is that's on the screen. I don't know what it's called, but whatever it is, it's cool. And I'm sure there's more, but I haven't played the game all the way through, so I don't really know. And of course, they still have basic features like you would see in any other game, like precision dodging, where like you can dodge and then you come back with a counter. But most of the features in this game, oh shit, wrong game. But most of the features in this game are pretty unique and stuff you really wouldn't see in any other game. The only thing I somewhat dislike about this game is it's not like extremely hard. Like I've only died about twice in this game. And both of the times were because I forgot that I have health potions and didn't use them. And I'm not saying I want this game to be like Elden Ring level difficulty, but I just feel like a little bit more challenge would be nice, but it's still really enjoyable. But there are two different difficulties in this game. Like one is the one that I'm on, and the second one I've heard is like really hard. I just wish they kind of had like an in-between sort of thing, you know what I mean? But I also think that the one I'm on is pretty difficult. It's just the health potions in this game are just a little bit too powerful. Like, each health potion gives you, like, probably 700 health. And for reference, depending on where you are in the story, you have around, like, 1,500 or 2,000 health. But also, depending on what boss or enemy you're fighting, they usually do about 300 or 400 damage, like, per hit. So I also feel like the dodging should be a little bit less easy. But I'm also just, like, really good at the dodging. Like, I feel like so far, I've pretty much mastered the dodging in this game. So it might just be a me thing, but I also feel like it might just be too easy. That's just me, though. I just play video games too much. It's probably just a me thing. And this game has a very compelling story. There's plenty of comedic moments, there's plenty of sad moments, sometimes there's even romantic moments. But I will admit that there is a lot of, like, unnecessary cutscenes. Like, I've literally skipped, like, over 30 cutscenes, and I still understand the story perfectly. And sometimes it'll usually warn you if like certain parts of the story are important and you should pay attention. And it doesn't tell you when cutscenes are pointless, but like usually within like the first 10 seconds of the cutscene, you can tell it's going to be completely pointless. There's also multiple villains in this game. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say the villain's most likely not who you think it is. Like, some of the reveals in this game were literally the most shocking moments in, like, any story I've ever seen. Like, the plot twists in this game are just so well done. Because personally, usually in movies or video games, or just any form of story, plot twists are always kind of weird and pointless, and, like, they always confuse the shit out of me. But the ones in this game are just really well done, and, like, I actually understand them, but I wasn't, like, expecting them, you know? Like, sometimes there's plot twists that you understand, but they're also, like, really predictable. These ones are completely not predictable at all, and I was just... I didn't even know what to think after most of them. So yeah, oh no, you're so sad, video's over, boo-hoo. But if you want to see more, you can subscribe! Because this is the end of the review. 10 out of 10 game, possibly 11 out of 10. This is game of the year, besides Spider-Man 2, probably. I doubt it's going to be better than Spider-Man 2, because Spider-Man 1 is my favorite game of all time. But this game's pretty freaking good, I'm not going to lie to you. So anyway, I highly recommend this game if you have a PS5. Also, if you're planning on getting a PS5, because they just started selling the bundles, where you can get the PS5 and Final Fantasy 16. So yeah, 10 out of 10 game. Hope you have a wonderful day, because I won't.